You know Jordan fucks with this one.
Yeah, that's my shit right there.
Yeah. Shout out all the way back to like what, episode 3 when we did this? We're almost at 20, guys. GRAVCast 19. We're almost like, holy shit. Jordan, are you smoking a steamer on the GRAVCast? What is this? What did you just make here?
I made a little invention, a little concoction.
So what is this? What did you fuck with here? It's out of a Juicy Juice bottle. No free shout outs.
I got the Juicy Juice and I put and of a one hitter because I broke my one hitter the other day.
Okay, so that's like the broken off piece.
So that's the broken off piece. So it's like a stem. And what I did is I took a little joint paper and I wrapped up some dab in the joint paper. I sort of parachuted it in there.
So what is that like? So you're dabbing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Wooly got a brand new smoking apparatus, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. We want to kick off the pod like that. But you fucking came and just floored us right now.
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You invented something new.
Yeah.
It's the Juicy Juice bottle 3000.
Oh my. So I thought you were hitting a steamer at first, but I was like, that's like a weird looking steamer. And like, why would it be so big?
So is that like a deemer? Would you call that? Like a dab steamer?
A reamer? A rig? Steamer, like
the rig dream,
the reamer,
yeah, the rig dream.
What are you calling this, Jordan? It ain't up to us. What do you call this?
The rig dream.
It kind of looks like you're drinking the Juicy Juice out of the bottle too. So that's like they're like it's juicy.
Apparently it works. Dude, that thing smoke it up.
Yeah,
dude, do you not see this? Like it'll fire up again. I bet.
So how fucking stoned are you? Like, are you like 1 to 420?
We approaching number 400 right now.
All right, so you're right there. Yeah,
I'm right there.
No,
that shit got the job done. Actually,
god damn, this is a beautiful place we live in, where you can just like take bottles and just like turn them into fucking just smoking apparatuses.
It's beautiful.
Oh man, Wooly, how's your thing ripping? I know you got the fucking the bongarita shaker right there, or the slushy.
Yeah, the slush cup.
Slush cup.
You rip it. Here, I'll pack it up real quick.
Yeah, you can't get that at a 7-Eleven. I'll tell you that much. I feel like if you broke that out at a party, people would just be like, yeah, that's pretty like sweet. You know, that's like a new age pipe. Like if you were in like a top hat and like a tuxedo and like, you know, even like white gloves to match it, like too. Just
it's the kind of pipe like I would never buy in a million years. But what I heard was that it fucking rips. So I was like,
you're like,
okay, like because I would look at this and be like, that's gonna be shitty,
right?
Like,
yeah,
that's gonna suck. But like
no,
I saw some shit online. It's like, yo, this shit rips, and fucking like it does.
It was on thisshit.rips.com, the blog. Where
it needs a bigger slide. Look at this slide. It's fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Once I get a bigger slide for it, it's gonna be fucking mean.
You need that extendo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
dude.
I can't even get like a pinky in this shit. Like to poke it.
So like what's the pinky? You want like at least a middle finger. Like you want at least like a middle finger pack. Maybe a thumb if you're feeling daring.
I think I dumped out a bunch of the weed, but I showed
yeah, you're like, oh fuck. Now you just have a plethora of four. You've been floored. Oh man.
When you rip it because of the perk, it kind of sounds like you're sipping something that's like at the end of the ice and stuff. You know, when you're sipping a soda, like it's like
really, that's sweet.
Yeah, they're
that's
just
one
like
of the favorite parts of it. It has that vibe to it. It's like
it's that perky, man.
Everyone's like, Wooly's
been
like finishing a lot of soda lately.
Man. If you're a bubbler person, bro, this is the best bubbler I've had.
I can advocate too because Wooly is like the biggest bubbler person I think I've ever met.
I
like,
was a bubbler, bro.
Yeah, you were the one that had the bubblers at all time. Like never like the big bongs. It was never extravagant. It's always like, here, I got like this fucking little guy right here.
For the discreetness, you know. For a while I was the one always driving around and shit.
Isn't that crazy though when you like see people like they're smoking out in public and it's like All right, I get the blunt, I get the pen, I even get like a bowl, a bubbler, a tiny thing. What is with the people that just rip the bong in the car, like out and about? And I know Jordan has definitely been a culprit of this too. So what
Yeah, I've
is
seen people do shit like that. They'll like go in their trunk, pull out like a bong, just rip it in their car. Like,
In fucking Florida, I had this one friend, and he was like, my neighbor pulled up to the fucking store, and my friend was like, yo, you want to smoke? And he's just like hanging a bong out of his fucking car, like waving it out of his window.
and it's not legal in Florida, right? Like it's like just as
No.
illegal.
No,
No,
fucking
so
police took my weed.
that's right. Oh, as we established, when the police.
I mean, it's not. I don't even think it's legal. It's not legal to smoke in a car in Jersey.
Yeah, because you can't just like drink in your car either. So I think it's like those laws like coincide. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird though. There's like this gray area.
Could you smoke weed in your car in the passenger seat though? Because you can be like, I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not operating the vehicle. So can I?
Gotta get one of these.
Can I
Back
rip
when
this?
I had my fucking Jeep, I would just go in there and smoke in it all the time, even before I moved to Orlando.
Is that a Jeep or a sauna? That's what people are walking by saying.
But I never seen any harm in it. It's not illegal unless you get caught. You know what I mean?
Since I played the SpongeBob earlier, like my TV is just playing, I think, Arthur right now on YouTube. I don't know why. Like, because of the intro we did. I'm just looking over.
You're just like, yo, what the fuck? Oh my! But it's like the YouTube poop. It's like Arthur, and he's like,
It's
yo,
just
I
a
fuck your
clip.
mom.
It's like
Fuck
just
your mom.
clips. And I'm like, what's going on over here?
Oh my god, the YouTube poops.
Oh, dude, the content out in the world is insane. There used to be a
That was actually the final episode full. Because apparently that show's on PBS, so you can just watch it all for free. Because PBS is just like, yeah, just
yeah, like here's free content. Just please give us some money. Like you don't have
Yeah.
to, but like, could you? You know
PBS
what I mean?
needs to fucking grow a pair and charge some shit. PBS should come out and be like, you know what? We've asked for it all these years. Fuck you guys. PBS Plus.
PBS Plus, dude. Hell yeah.
Just terrible content that no one wants to watch, but people will buy it because once you like give them, like, no one donates to PBS, but they will want PBS Plus.
Yeah, that's like the new bougie
Because then they
thing.
can buy a bunch of like shit that's not from PBS too.
You just get so many like Saturday night masses and what like 5 p.m. mass and whatnot. Like
Not even that, like
series and
fucking
that.
people will be like, bro, I don't know, but like Futurama's on PBS Plus now.
Yeah, because they buy the rights. Oh wait, dude, yeah, that would be crazy. They're like, yo, did you hear King of the Hills on PBS Plus? That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, like every channel is gonna get us with that shit, dude.
We watch
Paramount.
all of
fucking
Saved by the
Disney.
Bell is on PBS Plus. Yo, on when I used to have a Facebook, I mean I still do, but it's hacked. So like some random bot or something is just running the one that's out there right now. But there used to be a page I followed. It's called, and it might not even be called this, but it's along those lines. Zach Morris is a piece of shit. And it was just a guy who made videos. It's probably also on YouTube too. I don't know why it would be exclusively on Facebook, but he made these videos and like highlighting times that Zach Morris was just like a selfish asshole or a piece of shit. And he's like, see, and this is why Zach Morris is a piece of shit. Like,
No, wait, who was Zach Morris? Is he like famous?
he was the dude in Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
Yeah, the character in Saved by the Bell, like the kid who wasn't Screech and Slater.
I never watched Saved by the Bell ever.
Me either.
I mean, let's be real. I never really watched it that much either. I just know like Mary Lopez. I know like the
People talk
from
about it a lot. I never watched it. It
I
was
think that's
never
what-
really on, I feel like.
The only thing I know that's iconic from Saved by the Bell is the way like AC Slater would sit, where I'll demonstrate it right now. He would
Oh, the
take
backwards. See,
the
you don't have to.
backward-
You don't have to get that cool on us.
I mean, and should we? Should we just? I mean, actually, you guys.
All right,
really
just do
can't.
it. Just do
No,
it.
Yeah, I got to. Yeah, I already committed too much. So like, you kind of just like rip it right there.
You can't pull back from doing the double.
Yeah, and then you like cross the arms over and you like kind of hench down, you know, like you just like really give them a good like I'm taking control of the situation. Like everything around me doesn't really matter that much. I'm just in my chair like this. We're cool, we're chill, you know.
It's never cool and chill though. You never realize that Like it's always really awkward. You know,
Yeah,
whenever someone sits like that, they're trying to be cool, but it never is. It's always very aggressive almost.
it actually hurts my back. But
Because it's almost like you're like trying to bang the chair.
you know what it really is? It's like I feel like the wrong type of people are like bold enough to try and pull it off. You know what I mean? Where it's like the type of people that it's like, you know what? I'm tired of taking shit all my life. I'm like, I'm walking into class today. I'm fucking AC Slatering it. I'm fucking dropping it down on them. And then they like try to
We
do it.
couldn't do that because our chairs were always all attached to the fucking desk.
Yeah, there was a big anti-AC Slater policy in fucking Barney High School. Like they were like right when you
Except for science class.
yeah, that's the only time you can possibly pull it off. But even then,
Because they gave us big desks in science. Even when it was like, you ever realize they gave us big desks in like classes where we didn't do much like tests or anything in terms of like doing cool science stuff?
yeah, it was kind of just like, oh wow, like we're probably gonna use that like sink a lot. But then it's like, oh no, you actually got to like do this like open-ended test.
Yeah, there was always
you know?
like you're always looking at all this cool like science shit, and we never like did any. When are we
Like,
gonna
we
use
did-
the Bunsen burner? It's like, oh, just don't touch the Bunsen burner.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah, never.
I'm not.
That's from a time when we did science, but the government doesn't want to let us do science anymore.
Yeah, it becomes a political thing.
The government doesn't want you doing science anymore, so we got to do the handouts. Okay, so fucking fill out your answers and
Yeah.
turn them in because I'm done.
He's like handouts, just like the government is handing out right now. You just go.
But either way, let's pivot, bro. Fucking Jordan, Bob's Burgers movie. How was it?
Yes, please.
How was that experience?
That show was fucking awesome. I loved it.
I want to go see it. Just don't spoil anything, but like it was great.
Yeah, that show was fucking great. Like, as a person who hasn't watched the whole series, I thought it was really fucking cool.
Was there enough regular sized Rudy?
Honestly, I don't know who the hell regular size Rudy even is.
Oh,
All
so
right, hold
spoil.
on. I'll play. This is regular sized Rudy.
Oh fuck! All right, hell yeah.
That's single.
This man got the figurine.
I don't need a bench runner.
What's that, kid?
I'm gonna need a bench runner.
Speak up, please.
So that's regular sized Rudy.
Yo, no, there was none of that, unfortunately.
That's the only spoiler we got.
Wait, here's some more regular sized Rudy.
There was a mix-up with the rental company. They thought it was a duplicate order and only dropped off one for that party over there.
What?
Can't they just bring another one? No, they rented them all out. My dad's on the phone really giving it to him right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, I understand.
There's a part in Bob's Burgers where Bob, like the dad, asks him, like, "Why do they call you that?" And he just goes, "Well, just look at me.
Right. That's like the type of humor.
I'm regular."
I love.
And then he says, "Like I'm regular sized."
Look at me. I'm right.
No,
I
I
get-
mean, might have been in there. I have no idea, though.
He needed to be. And Dr. Yap. Yap, you know.
Was the yapper there?
Dr.
don't
Yap is their
know.
dentist, but he's hilarious and he always pops up out of nowhere.
I don't think he was in there. It had its own plot. Like, it had like a whole plot to it, obviously.
They
As
snubbed my man
movies do.
Rudy,
As
bro.
movies
I
do.
ain't going. If they snubbed that regular sized, I don't know.
So now your expectations are low for this Wooly. Now that you're not expecting any yap or regular size Rudy,
I wanted a decent amount of them. That's what I felt like was the formula.
you wanted
I
a
thought-
regular amount of regular size Rudy.
Yeah, like a decent amount. I didn't want the whole thing to be around regular sized Rudy, but I wanted him in there.
He might
Dr.
have
Yap,
been
I
in
can
there.
go with or without. I think a good amount of Yap would have been good.
A little yap, regular Rudy, and calling it a day. Wrapping it up.
Doctor, fish odor, that guy.
He's
Yeah.
in there.
Mort the mortician. Like obviously he's gonna be in there, popping in.
Like I know all those characters are gonna be in. I'm talking about like the side characters that I was hoping were gonna be in.
Yeah, I feel like it was more about the main characters because there was like a whole there's a whole bunch of shit that went down in it, bro. It's hectic. The movie's hectic.
You're like, yo, this is insane.
It's actually pretty fucking wild now that I look back at it.
You're like,
Dude,
I was
that's
actually
how I felt about the
traumatized.
Simpsons movies too, but the Simpsons was always like that. Bob's Burgers is always fairly mundane. Like the worst thing that ever happens is like a bunch of turkeys attack people.
Yeah, exactly. So they were like, let's take it in the other direction.
Nah, they got into a bunch of shit. I'm not gonna spoil it though, but definitely should watch it.
We'll
I
check
saw
that out.
fucking Top Gun last night. That shit was crazy.
Oh,
Bro, that shit is fucking nuts. Definitely go see that.
Word. I bet it was crazy, especially in the fucking IMAX.
Bro, I bought beer. Like, it was in Tropicana. I got hammered. I was like, yo, this is great.
dude, that is sweet. I never really thought of the combo. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought about it with this movie. Like, I was like, wait, if I go to, I'm like, wait, IMAX is in a casino? I was like, that means I can go get hammered drunk
yeah,
like for an hour,
you're like,
gamble a little bit, boom, right into the theater. And dude, I
Yeah.
get into the theater and they got fucking beer at the concession.
So you double down. You're like, you're not even expecting it. So you're like, holy fuck. You're even happier because like all your endorphins are up.
I'm
And
like,
you're
bro,
gonna
and
see.
the soda's overpriced. So they were like $5 for the soda. Because I asked, I'm like, wait, how much for that? I like see beer. I'm like, how much for beer? They're like $7.
And
I'm
you're
like,
just like, I'll get the beer.
$2 more to have a beer? Fuck yeah.
And
Dude,
you're
that was shit. That was like, I never been to IMAX. So like, that was fucking lit, dude. That
That's
shit was
sweet.
crazy. Because that movie fucking kicked ass too. That shit was fucking epic.
Dude, in the
Everybody's
fucking
saying
IMAX.
It might be a little overrated. I'm not gonna not say
Oh,
that.
come on. I knew you were going to. We all know Wooly.
But
Anything
no,
that's like
it is fucking awesome.
awesome.
It is
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
But you
Like
are
a lot
known.
of people are saying it's like the best movie they've ever seen and shit, and I don't. I mean, that's an opinion, so that's them. I thought it was fucking amazing, but
Right.
just saying.
And that's actually good. You saying that actually does hold a lot of weight because you are the type of person that when something popular really comes out, you're the one who sees it and you're like, I fucking don't get it. Like you're always the
No,
first person. Like,
No, I'm
hey,
not always like that. Like I didn't like Inception.
right.
That
Yeah.
was one movie. I thought Arrival was really good. I always criticize a lot of sci-fi movies because I'm real tough on sci-fi.
You're like a sci-fi head though. You didn't
I'm
fuck.
tough on sci-fi because there's so much bad sci-fi. It's like,
You were the first one that like was against the grain on Squid Games that I remember out of like everyone I talked to.
I just think it was fucking played out already. Like the whole concept in general. Like I don't care how good the story is. Like the whole thing in general is just a played out thing. Like fucking poor people, they want to be rich and then they get killed, and it's like
I see what you mean.
I just didn't like it all. Like I hate that. Like it's a satire, and it's like.
You're just like, whoa, put it out the window.
Because I've had enough of that shit. It's just like, why?
Yeah, like
I
everything.
guess you can go along with it and enjoy it for what it is, which is probably just a big fucking gore fest. I've seen parts of it. It seems fucking crazy fucking. Like, the story didn't do enough for me because it's a played out thing. And the parts that I did watch were like, I think I watched like 2 episodes. Petey told me to. And it was just too fucking like.
I did watch the whole thing. I sat through it. First couple episodes, pretty good, but then it like really tails off. And I was like, you know.
It just, it's so like, people like it for the violence and they say they like it for the satire. And it's like, no, you just like the violence.
They're like, it's like a satire on like society.
How rich
like
people like
world
fucking
today,
control
you know?
everything, bro.
It's like, you
like
know-
no, you just like seeing people's heads chopped off because you're like psycho.
You just don't get it.
I think it's just humans are just very violent. They like it for what they like it for, but they don't admit it.
But then there's those like super alt kids that are like really against the grain. They're like, no, you guys don't get it. They're showing it in your face and they're just laughing at you. They're fucking laughing at they make shit like that on purpose. Now they're just laughing at you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the aggressive conspiracy bros. Like, what's with that? Like
It's like the double conspiracy. It's like they're like a double agent.
No, like I mean, I'm talking about the guys who like whenever someone pushes like a conspiracy on you, it's never like calmly put on you. Like, hey, did you read about this? It's always like, bro, you
Because
don't
they think
fucking
they
get
need
it.
to wake you up, bro. Because you're
Yeah,
sleeping.
it's always
That's
always
why
like,
they call you the sheep. Because you know people like when they sleep, they're like sheep sleeping and shit.
yeah, I love that fucking term. They're like sheep. You're all just
They think
sheep.
they need to wake you up. Like if they just say like try to start a dialogue It won't work. It's like, no, like pandas are taking over the fucking Australian coast, and we need to stop it.
Yeah, they're like, no, you guys don't get it, bro. You guys don't.
The pandas are coming.
Yeah,
The pandas.
they're like, and who do you think got all those pandas there, huh?
The Chinese.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just like all good. You see, like
then it just gets extremely racist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you're like, whoa, like this is why.
They've been planning this for thousands of years.
Holy crap.
Oh my god. And this is why there's such big desks in science.
He's like
classes.
saying that they've been like he's like the Chinese have been breeding panda bears to attack Australia for
and you're
like for years they've been just teaching these bears.
And you're just like, oh, can we learn science now? You know, because fucking it's the same science.
It's still the teacher.
I say this.
It's still that teacher.
You kids just
and
don't.
That's why you can't use the Bunsen burner.
Yeah, and everyone's just like so shocked and appalled, like, oh my god. It's so funny because I feel like I was talking to Gabrielle's little brothers, and I'm like, I feel like high school is like so much different now. Like, they were telling me that their school, they can only use like a handful of bathrooms like in the entire school because kids keep flushing their vapes down the toilet like when they're getting caught. Like it's like they think somebody comes in, so it's like they're like,
oh my god, so when they're getting caught because they know they're fucked in their disposable vapes, so they just
yeah, so they're just like fuck, so they just like throw it in the fucking toilet and try to flush it. Could you imagine that plumber? He's just like, well, here's your thing right here. Got like all these USB ports right here. They're like, no, those are vapes. There's 14 just clogged right down into the plumbing. How did this happen?
That's fucking crazy.
In our day, like you remember walking into fucking.
In our day, you wanted some nicotine in school. You were either dipping in the bathroom, or you were fucking breaking out the door an E-haul and fucking running up the fucking trail.
Yeah, or you just said fuck it, I'm smoking in the bathroom anyway. You know, remember
some people did. Some people did.
You remember going to take a piss and like the urinal right next to you is just like a freshly thrown out cigarette. You know what I mean?
Just people would take like 3 drags and then fucking be like, put it out, go back to class with it, go back.
Yeah, just totally reek of cigarettes. Everyone's like, oh, they definitely.
Everyone always had cigarettes in school. We were always like giving them out like for dollars and shit, like in class. You got Vogue. It's like, yeah.
There was a lot of like cigarette, like panhandling going on too.
Our school was like very big on cigarettes. Remember, like people would just be asking for them like blatantly, like in lunch.
Yeah, and everyone's just like, God damn, I love it. It's the same science teacher, just like, God damn, I love this country. Kids still smoking cigs. And then he sees all the kids doing vapes, and he's like, and this is why all the handouts from the government are turning their kids soft with the participation trophies and shit. Like, just going off on these fucking kids.
I remember like them always talking about participation trophies, and the only trophy I ever got was when we won a championship.
I mean, they're talking about like,
we never got that shit. I think that had to be a few years after we like were kids.
I mean, when I was like a little kid, I remember like getting like a little piece of shitty gold plastic like you bring home for like being on the team. You know, like they used to like, give.
I was in Little League too, though, man. They never gave you shit unless you won. The only thing I got for any of the years I played rec hockey or football is this one year we won the championship in rec hockey. I actually think I still have it. I think it's missing a head.
Oh,
1 sec.
Jesus fucking Christ, he's got it. Yes.
No.
There we go. Right. Is that the team you were on with Rob by any chance?
No. No, I actually scored my first goal on Rob the year after.
Oh, really?
That year we lost in the championship, though. That was the first year I played offense that year. the year before I played defense, so I never scored a goal because, like, in rec hockey defense, they're like, yeah, you just like don't shoot.
Damn.
It was roller hockey, and it was like a small rink, and they just didn't want me like whipping shots. But my coach was like knew I could like whip the puck pretty good, so like he was like on defense. There was no icing, so he's like, whenever you get the ball on defense, just hit that shit because it was
He's
it
like,
was
this kid
actually
can
a
really
ball
whip
back
them.
then, too.
He's
It
like,
was when I
damn
was
it,
really young.
He's
Or
like,
no, this was the first year with pucks that I won the championship. It
Your
was
coach-
a puck. but
your
either
coach
way.
is like, Ronaldo can't skate for shit, but god damn, he can whip that puck.
Yeah, I was not very fast.
You were
But I
like,
also would just hit kids and end up getting penalties all the time because you weren't really supposed to hit.
you were the only kid in the penalty box in fucking rec hockey.
No, a lot of kids would hit, but I would fucking.
They're like, no, I would fucking hit, dude. Like,
One time a kid ran into me and the ref gave me a penalty because he fell, and I'm like, bro, he ran right into me.
and then you drop the gloves and fist fought the ref. Like, you're just like, all right,
I
that's
hit
how
a
we
kid
do it.
once. I punched a kid once with the. No one ever dropped their helmets though. I did punch some kid once. I think he called me fat or something. I fucking went up and punched his helmet. Like I took my gloves off and just punched him right through like the glass. Not the glass, the metal helmet. Like
why am I not surprised? This is fucking awesome. I wish I was there. They always epic, like, because nobody realizes how heated Wooly gets during like competitive matches. Like, even no matter what it is, rec hockey, you know, I've seen you get pretty heated in like basketball games, floor hockey.
Well, you've seen me
basketball.
fight in football. Were you on the junior Bengals the year I got like thrown out of a game?
No, please tell me this story though.
I got thrown out of a scrimmage. It was, you know how you do the scrimmages before the season?
Right, there's a small, you play like half the game and like the other people.
Yeah, so I kept getting chop blocked, and like, you know how annoying it is to get chop blocked.
Yeah, it's
For
the
people who
fucking,
don't understand, it's when the O lineman just like flat out falls down.
yeah,
And you
and
just
like
fucking get tripped. Basically, like you're like trying to set up, trying to go, like you're like, I gotta go, and then they
Yeah.
just lie down, and you're just like, oh.
well, they basically shoot at your knee, you know, so or like
Yeah, it's
at your
fucked
knee,
up.
you know, like it's annoying. It happens a lot.
Damn.
I've had to do it on the opposite end where it's like, no, you're fucking chopping that dude, like, or it's like you do the opposite. But anyway, continue. Sorry, we're going off on a tangent. Yeah.
He goes to chop me. He got me like 2 times. I was pissed. He goes for it again, and I just fucking waited on him, and I just threw him to the ground, and I just started fucking kicking him, and then I like stepped on his back a few times, and I started punching him.
Oh,
I was like 11. You know, I was
Yeah.
11 years old, so it's like
and
it happens, I guess.
all the coaches are like, God damn, Ronaldo's got spunk.
And the ref was just like, "You're fucking out of here, man!" Like immediately, he's like, "You're out." He was chopping me. He was chopping me, Blue. He was chopping. You're like, I kept saying, "I'm like, you weren't calling it. You weren't calling it. I
Yeah.
did something about it." And this kid was like, "Ah!"
He's just crying. He's like, oh my.
I mean, I was 11 years old, so I kind of feel bad about what I did, but like, he was all right. Like, he didn't get hurt.
That is fucking hilarious, dude. That's the most woolly story I've ever heard.
I would always do that when people chop block me. I would just run on them. I'd just run over them, step on their ass,
Yeah,
stomp them.
yeah. Give him a nice cleat to the fucking tuchus, you know.
That shit fucking, that's how you hurt somebody. You fuck the chop. I hate the chop. I would always punish the chop, man. If you're chopping it, you get punished.
This is a no chop
Somehow.
cast. This is a no chop cast.
Remember all the nut checks in fucking football back in the day, dude? People were crazy. The other teams, what team kept trying to nut check everybody? Because I think someone got hit in the balls who like didn't wear their cup.
I don't remember that, but like, isn't
Or
nut
not
checks
nut
like
check, cup check.
isn't cup checks like the concept of it crazy when it's like when your coach conducts it? Like, isn't that weird? Like, it's like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna line all these kids up and just
No,
hit.
but a lot of kids wouldn't wear their cups in high school football, and a lot of other teams knew that, and they would fucking be like, "Yo, let's see if we can hit him in the balls." Like other
like-
teams would do that shit.
They're like, yo,
Like, Jordan, if you didn't know that, like,
yeah, Jordan.
if you
Like,
ever
just to give you a
forgot
little
one day
insight.
and were thinking like, "Oh, they won't try to hit me in the balls," yeah,
No, yeah, for sure. The other team's just looking like everyone. Guys, check for bulges. Like this team has no bulges. They're not wearing any cups. Like they're not wearing
let's
any
kick
cups.
them in the
Like-
dude. You would. People would. They're gonna kick them in the nuts like Red Bull.
But cup checks by the coach. Back to that, like, isn't it that you line a bunch of kids up and you're like, all right, I'm gonna hit a random kid in the balls just to see if he fucking.
The only sport you could do it was with the bat because you have that like bat separation. They would go up and be like pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Like, other sports, like, what do? Like, do you take the soccer ball and you're just like boom?
You're just like, it's fine as long as you just slap him with the backhand. Like, backhand's fine.
I don't know if it was really a real thing coaches ever did. I think it was like just in Bad News Bears. I feel like Bad News Bears. I don't know if like coaches really did that.
I feel like there was definitely cup checks, and there was definitely like a lot of suing going on. Like, hey, you can't do that. Like, that's just like a little strange. You know what I mean? You can always
just ask the kid, and if the kid lies, his nuts are in his own fucking hands.
Yeah, the nuts are in
as long as they're not in yours, and then it's like anti-cup check laws.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
your kids' nuts are in their own hands, not their coaches.
But then it's the science teacher from way before, like, and that's why kids are soft today, because nobody fucking hits them in the balls to see if they're ready for fucking life, and that's why they're fucking so used to these damn handouts. That's bullshit, and that's why you kids can't use the fucking Bunsen burner.
He's like, come up here, and try to hit me in the balls right now. I got my cup on. Right.
They're just like,
it's like, why are you wearing a cup?
This is a chemistry class. It's science. Oh,
they're a vulnerable area. Anything can happen at all times. I wonder if there are people who wear protective cups at all times. Like there has to be.
Yeah,
there has to be a guy who's just like, I just have to protect my balls. Like,
he's like a guy.
Exposed.
He has like PTSD from like his friend just. Oh, this is a fucking sketch, dude. We just thought of it. Like, it's a guy who has PTSD from like his boys just hitting him in the nuts all the time. So he's like, I can't just walk out of my house without my cup. Like, if I don't wear it, I just feel so naked and like I'm just.
Yeah, it's gotta be like a strange, almost filmed like a strange addiction episode, but it's not an addiction.
Yes.
But you know what I mean?
Yes, exactly, and it's just like cut clips to like the black screen and the text font. It's
yeah, like the flashbacks.
All right, yeah, but we're
like we could like show like a flashback sequence where it's like fucking
like it's black and white in noir like film, just like cut sequence.
Him just like
yeah. All right, we're coming up on final grabs. We're on the final minute of our meeting, boys. So we had a solid cast. Fucking Jordan showed us his fucking revolutionary apparatus.
The big dream.
I kept bringing up that science teacher that just like is just like a crazy fucking conspiracy theorist.
He's there.
We talked about why science. We talked about why desks are too big in science class and we don't really use them. Some Bob's Burger movie. A little bit of AC Slatered it. I feel like I fucking totally forgot about that. I AC Slatered it. Yeah. I think next cast.
I still have never sat that way. I almost want to try it.
Next cast, we're AC Slater in it. All fucking just roll it up.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Let's rip these G's, boys.
La 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 la